Good morning, all of you, and welcome back to another episode of your show, The View. And it's great to be here with you again. Sun is shining. It's warm again. I like this weather. It just reminds me of summer, and I can't wait for summer. I'm actually joined by two special guests today. On my right is Hortensia Hernandez. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Hortensia Hernandez, Chief of Social Work here at View Medical Center.
Welcome, Hortensia. And to my left is Stella Sarkeesian.
Good morning. I'm the Clinical Nutrition Manager. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, great for you guys to be here. They were a little nervous to be here, but it's okay. I only told them there's only 1,000 people watching them. But let's start with announcements. And of course, I'm Edgar Solis, and I'm the CEO. Let's start with announcements. I don't know how I feel about this. A lot of people were talking about, do we even need daylight savings times anymore? It's really hard for the kids to get up earlier and messes up their schedule. But in any case, spring is in the air. Sunday, March 9th on 2025, we're actually going to gain an hour of daylight, which is cool. If you like to hang out in the backyard with your family, have a drink, and in the warm air, it's cool. But what I don't like is you lose an hour of sleep this time.
Yeah,
so
that's the bummer.
That's a bummer. I don't know. It's a big price to pay in my opinion. But adjust to the gradually to this change. Start doing that practice. Maybe the week before, no one's going to do that. I don't think we're just do it. But anyway, remember, if you have an iPhone or an Android phone, it automatically resets. But if you have those clocks, turn that back, especially in your car. You have to actually turn it back. Mm-hmm. And also in March 5th, we're going to have sound bathing with Sandy Duarte. Have you done this before?
I have, and I've actually already signed up for the second session.
Wow.
So speaking of which, there's one today. There's also going to be one on March 19th from 11 a.m. to 11:30. So please, if you haven't yet and you have any interest, email Brenda Yanis to sign up. It's, by the way, open to patients and staff.
All right. So that's in the Yagmai room in 2D164. Here it's awesome. I might be there as well. Another thing that's happening on March 5th is today is Ash Wednesday, Hortensia.
Yeah, Ash Wednesday. So that's taking place today in the View Chapel on the first floor in room 1D145. Services from 10 to 10:15, and the imposition of ashes is from 10 to 12:30 noon and 1 to 3 p.m. So hopefully those that are interested can come.
We'll see you there. And it's also that time, another thing that I kind of have heartburn with, we have the payroll payoff audit. It's important, it's mandatory. This, we reconcile folks that are receiving paychecks to make sure they're actually here. Mm-hmm. And so you will receive an email. Please just respond to that email and say that you are present and here. This is a payroll audit that the deadline to complete the form is March 14th, 2025. Your supervisors will get a list of folks that haven't done it, so just be sure to do it. It's really easy. Just click on that link and complete the form. And it's a special month for social workers, right?
It is.
We're celebrating. Yeah. This is Social Work Month. This is an awesome month. My wife's a social worker, so I have some knowledge of what she does and what social workers do. But again, we're joined by Chief of Social Work here for all of you. Can you share a little bit about what social works do at all of you?
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to. Social work plays a crucial role in addressing the social, emotional, and practical challenges that impact a patient's ability to follow through with their medical treatment. We provide support across multiple areas here at View Medical Center. Mm-hmm. So that includes the inpatient area, the emergency department, urgent care, outpatient, where we have special programming such as cancer navigation, BHI for adult primary care, as well as the Mamas program. All these programs assist patients in the continuity of care. So we're very proud of that. So here at View, our social workers address so many things, including food and housing insecurity, transportation challenges, and other difficulties. We want to make sure that they're able to access services that they need to be able to adhere to their medical treatment and medications that they may need. Our work ensures that patients receive holistic care, not just medical treatment.
And I'm sure, I mean, we deal with a lot of patients. We have a lot of ER admissions. Our census runs in the high 200s. And so I'm sure you have a large team. How many social work teams, and it's not just social workers, right? There's a lot of people that support the social work.
Absolutely.
So can you tell us a little bit more about our workforce?
Yeah, so we have a total of 67 capable professionals that include 7 supervisors, 21 clinical social workers, 34 medical caseworkers, and 2 substance use counselors, and of course, our 2 clerical staff. We also have an MSW intern program where we take second-year students from 3 different universities, UCLA, USC, and Cal State. Many of our former interns, Edgar, were once interns, and now they have gone on to become clinical social workers, supervisors, and even leaders in DHS. So we're very proud of that program.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, if you haven't watched last week's or 2 weeks ago episode, the last episode, we always talk about this training, the mission that this hospital has as a training facility for a lot of the future leaders in healthcare. And one of the things, and I'm glad to hear that we have a lot of interns here. We train, we partner with the schools and universities and train our folks here. And I hear that this year's team is compassion in action.
Yes.
And we talked about a lot about, you know, saying we have compassion, but how does that translate into action? So how do social workers do that every day?
Yeah. So social work is not just about listening. It's about taking action to help patients overcome obstacles. Some of the most common ways that we assist is securing food and and housing for patients that are experiencing food insecurity or homelessness. We also arrange transportation for patients to ensure that they have a means to get here to their appointments. We also help patients navigate. The health system can be very difficult for many of our patients, so we help them navigate the challenges that they have, financial or legal complications that they have. We also coordinate post-acute placements such as nursing homes, boarding cares, substance use treatments. And so our team does this every single day. They're very compassionate and very passionate about the work that they do, especially the mental health and crisis support that they offer. We ensure that patients receive that care when they are in the greatest need, when they're at their most vulnerable moments. Our social work is there to provide that support.
All right. Well, you know, it sounds like social work doesn't happen in isolation. Because as we're treating the patient, we're treating, like you said, a lot of these psychosocial needs that these patients have. How do you collaborate with other departments, other disciplines?
Yeah, so we don't do this work alone. We do it in partnership with other disciplines, and this work would not be possible without the work and assistance of our providers, which include our doctors, our nurses, our case managers, our therapists. It's a team effort. And I think that everyone that works here at Olive View is very passionate about the work that we do, and we come together to provide a holistic care for the patient, not just medical treatment, but also addressing the social determinants of health and the emotional well-being of the patient.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, social worker is a deeply rewarding field. It's an important, valuable part of the team that cares for our patients. Why did you go into social work?
I went into social work because I think that from a very young age, I was a social worker. I was helping my parents with translation. I was helping them with a lot of needs that they had. A lot of those services that we provide patients, my family received them. And so this is a way for me to give back to my community.
That's awesome, Hortensia. And you know, it's such important work that you all do. I think about how social workers have impacted my life. And my mom was a transplant recipient back in the early 2000s. And I still remember the social worker meeting with the family constantly to navigate the whole transplant process and even post-care. So they play an important role in our patients' lives. So I want to thank you. I want to thank all the social workers out there. And we're going to recognize with a special event, right?
Yes, we are. So we are going to have today, as a matter of fact, a Social Work Month luncheon for our staff. And that's to honor their dedication, their resilience, and unwavering commitment to patient care. So we're very proud to offer that to our staff. I also want to take a moment to just thank my department and thank everyone here at All of You that assist us in being able to care for our patients. So social work is an essential part of our hospital success, and together we're making a difference.
Absolutely agree, Hortensia. I want to thank you for your dedication and your work here. I want to thank the entire department in social work, everyone that contributes to that. Appreciate all that you do. You do make an impact every day. Sometimes you don't see it, but you make an impact in folks' lives. So happy Social Work Month to all you folks in that department. And we talk about treating the person's psychological needs, but another part of treating the person as a whole is nutrition. Nutrition plays an important part in the healing of our patients' body. And so we're also celebrating Registered Dietitians Nutrition Day.
You got it.
Did I get it right?
You got it.
All right. Tell us a little bit about that department, what they do, and how they contribute to the work.
I don't know if you know, but our outpatient dietitian team, we are called a nutrition specialty clinic, and we were the first service amongst all 3 sister hospitals to take on virtual visits. So in the peak of COVID, where a lot of visits were getting canceled, we decided to jump on board with Orchid's virtual visits. And we, as of March 2022, were the first and leading service to successfully incorporate this platform into the services we provide our patients. In fact, we were so good at it, we won an IDEA award.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, All of You constantly is in the the leading edge of innovation and how to best serve our patients. This is pretty impressive to from a department you don't really hear about winning these awards in quality of care and how they contribute. But for some of the folks out there that don't understand what an IDEA award, but what is an IDEA award?
Absolutely. So it's a new award. It stands for Innovation, Dedication, and Excellence in Ambulatory Care. And it's presented each year by LA Health Services to recognize exceptional contributions towards enhancing care and delivery in our outpatient setting. But,
do you guys miss being quarantined in the pandemic?
No, I don't. I love the outdoors.
In a weird way, I kind of missed it. I don't know why. It forced you to be closer with your family, I think so. But anyway, we don't want to talk about those days.
No.
You know what? Most of us were here every day while our friends were at home.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
That's true. It's different for healthcare workers.
But that forced us to be innovative, and this is what it sounds like. That our nutrition department really thought of ways to continue to meet the needs of our patients in ways and leveraging technology like we are today with this forum. But I hear there's a special day coming up to celebrate the entire team.
That's right. So March 12th is going to be, like you said, the Registered Dietitian Nutritionist Day. And it's just an opportunity to, when you see us in line for the famous breakfast burritos in the cafe, stop us, say hi to the dietitians, and let us know when you appreciate us and what a good job we've been doing. We love talking to you guys.
Hit that 10-second rewind button, and you could see my eyes when she mentioned breakfast burritos. When it comes to food, I love to eat. And so tell me a little bit more about these breakfast burritos.
So I know you're a foodie, but what I don't know is, did you know that our cafe, Olive Branch Cafe, has a Yelp page? It was put up by fans, and most of it is pictures of our cook, Louisa's breakfast burritos.
Wow.
They're incredible. So if you haven't had one, you have to try one, and I promise I won't even judge if you add bacon.
All right, no, I haven't, but I'm absolutely going to take a try of that.
Sounds delicious.
Right? Thank you. Thank you to all of the nutrition staff for your dedication. Thank you for the hard work. We see you every time as you're serving us and serving our community and our public and our patients. We want to thank you. Again, what you do matters. You may not see the impact right away, but it actually supports the healing process here for our patients. So thank you very much, and happy Registered Dietitian Nutritionist Day.
Thank you.
All right, on to shout outs. I want to welcome to all our new All of You Medical Center employees, and we'll see you on your 30-year anniversary or retirement party. So Day one is today, so thank you. A couple of above and beyond nominations. We want to recognize Jamie Lee Dolan. A patient submitted an above and beyond employee recognition form for Jamie Lee's attentiveness, professionalism, and empathy. What could have been a distressing experience for the patients turned it into one that felt that they were cared for and valued. She comforted the patients and advocated on their behalf. So we were extremely, the patient is extremely grateful to have Jamie Lee in her care. We're extremely grateful to have Jamie Lee as one of our staff members, so thank you so much. Another patient submitted note to Maria. Maria, muchas gracias por su amabilidad y su trabajo para los pacientes. En verdad lo aprecio. Y todo corazón mil gracias, which translates to, thank you for your kindness and hard work. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, 1,000 times thank you. So congratulations and thank you. And if you have anyone that you want to submit, please submit it above and beyond. Encourage our patients to do that as well. We also have some individual shout outs, some folks that just wanted to recognize folks for something that they did. And so this is from the mental health supervisor, Latera Champion, for the psych ER medical case workers. And she says, I would like to give the psych emergency room medical case workers a shout out for their awesome teamwork, which is often displayed in their can-do attitudes while managing complex cases. Medical case workers' knowledge and desire to be part of the discharge planning for those entrusted to our care has facilitated a level of confidence within the emergency room that fosters the best practice and seamless transition of care. Go team, keep up the great work. And also from Dr. Salibian for Cynthia Medina Pico. And they say, I want to give a special shout out to Cynthia, our MSK ultrasound super tech. I have never heard of her complain about our tough ultrasound procedure schedule. Recently, we asked to aspirate a suspected infected joint. Infected joint sounds painful.
Yeah.
For the inpatient, if Cynthia stayed to assist me, we often have these last-minute emergent procedures, and they keep us over time, and I'm grateful for her. We are lucky to have you on our team. Absolutely, thank you. Again, our folks are so dedicated to the mission that we deliver, that they go above and beyond what they need to do for the sake of our patients, so thank you so much. Also, executive rounds. You guys hear about executive rounds?
I did.
Yes.
I heard
So we
that
now
you're going
visit
around.
different
Yeah.
That's
departments
right,
with
I've
the
seen
executive
pictures.
team,
Yeah.
and we're going to go to your
Yeah,
department
I look
soon.
forward to it.
But in this week's executive rounds, we went to the cardiology lab. We visited the cardiology division here at Oliveview, which provides a full spectrum of inpatient and outpatient services. Things like general cardiology, devices implantation, cardiomyopathy, post-PCI, which is percutaneous intervention, which is kind of opening the arteries in your heart. They do lots of amazing work. Non-invasive procedures like EKGs, stress testing, echocardiograms, pericardiocentesis. Those are some of the invasive procedures that they do as well. A little bit about the overview of the cardiology division. It has 6 full-time and 3 part-time faculty. There are 5 cardiology fellows on site as part of the UCLA Oliveview Fellowship Program in cardiovascular diseases. Nursing attendants, nurse practitioners, cardiovascular techs, echo technicians, electrodiagnostic technicians, clerical support. The entire team is solely dedicated to ensuring that they provide quality care to our patients in our community. We asked staff members why they enjoyed working in cardiology, and some of the feedback we received was they love working at Oliveview Medical Center. Sometimes the day just goes by fast, and that's attributed to the work that they do with each other. And sometimes I'm sure you agree, and I'm sure you agree, Stella, that your coworkers become kind of like family, right?
Yeah,
You see them,
absolutely, yeah.
you see them sometimes more often than you do your own family. We celebrate like family, we kind of bicker like family sometimes, but in the end, we're there for each other, and this is why we receive this feedback, and they get things done the right way. They said they were kind of like the Delta Force. They just get things done, and so thank you very much. We had a lot of great suggestions, and one of the reasons why we have executive rounds is really to hear from the staff how we can improve, how can leadership team help the services, the work environment for the staff, and they agreed we want to improve the hiring process, which is a great suggestion. I do agree with that as well.
Definitely agree with that.
Right, and increase communication amongst other units. How do we collaborate? How do we better communicate between departments? They had great suggestions, and we're going to bring that back to the leadership team. And how do we, put that in strategic objectives for the medical center? So, thank you. All right, on to the feedback button questions. There's a lot of feedback that we received. I like it. I love it. We want to hear from you. How can we improve? One of the first questions is, employees want in-person mock disaster drills. Do you guys participate in that?
We do them in our department.
Yeah,
we do
right?
as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if we had an earthquake and a disruption with food services or food delivery, we're going to have to figure out how do we feed not only staff members and our patients for like at least 3 days, right?
Lucky for you, we have that figured out.
Yeah,
So, should the day come, which we hope it doesn't, we got you.
We even have propane just in case we need to cook and we don't have any gas in our lines, so we thought of everything, right? But mock disaster drills are important. We currently do have disaster drills. Some are in person, some are tabletop exercises. We just went through a 3-year, 2-year-long disaster, an actual disaster with COVID. But we recognize that in some departments we benefit from additional, so we'll bring that back to our Frank Colbert, which is our safety officer. He also leads the disaster response. Thank you, Frank. And we'll bring that back to them and see how we can start setting something up for a in-person mock disaster
So it's
drill.
good to be prepared.
Yeah, absolutely. Next question, the ER needs automatic opening doors into the hospital. They are heavy, difficult to open in heavy wind events. That's something I've been here for 5 months, and when there's wind here, there's wind,
Yes.
right?
That's a different
Agree.
ecosystem.
Totally.
It's like so difficult sometimes to open some of these doors we have around here. Totally agree. It's something that, again, we want our clinicians, our nurses, our healthcare staff. The last thing you need to worry about is the environment. We want you to focus on the patient. We will in fact, there's already a project to fix those doors. As you know, California has tons of regulations with the hospitals, and so we have to go through these regulation streams in order to get approvals to move forward on a project, but that is a project. And I'm also going to add the door next to the psych ER.
Okay.
Have you guys tried opening that door?
No.
It's almost impossible when it's super windy, so I think we need one there too. But that'll be on the list. Number one, ER is important. That's where our patients and our staff need access to. All right.
Great recommendation. Yeah.
Good recommendations. What is the latest update project focusing on improving the signs and directions? Yes, we kind of gave an update on the last episode, so check it out. But absolutely, it is, often we find as you're walking the hallways, you're seeing patients, sometimes even staff looking at the signs like, am I lost, right?
Yes.
And so, we recognize that it's a need. There is a project in place. It's just taking a bit longer we want to get it right. We don't want to do something just fast. We want to get it right. And so it's in progress. Hopefully in the next, I don't even want to say a timeline because then you'll hold me to it, but it's going to happen soon. No, they even suggested a QR code, right? Scan a QR code, the map comes out and it shows you where to walk. I mean, technology is awesome.
Yeah.
We should leverage that. So yes, great suggestions, and it's in the works. Next feedback suggestion is I previously worked in I think HD means high desert pediatric clinic, and I'm aware how surfing, nerfing, and derfing. If you don't know what that means, go back to one episode ago. I like saying that word, surfing, nerfing, and derfing. But they're saying we understand how important it is to properly capture our patients. However, I find it challenging to convey the importance to everyone. I wonder if all of you has the same issue. I don't know, but one of the reasons why we have this forum is so that people understand the importance of some of these departments and what they do, so that we all understand how do they fit in through the patient cycle, the patient throughput, the patient experience here at Olive View Medical Center. Hortensia just told us a little bit more about the work that social work does in the healing of our patients, how important the nutrition is to our patients as well, and the breakfast burritos. But yeah, surf, nerfing, and derfing is also an important process of ensuring that our patients have access to our care. So this is part of it, but we'll continue to do that. And again, I invite you all, if you have a department you want to highlight information, send us an email, let us know, hit that feedback button. I want to be a guest. I want to talk about some of the great things we do. And so let us know. But great suggestion that is also already in motion. Thanks again. and this is probably my favorite feedback of all time. Excellent third episode. So happy you kept the recognized units picture on the screen as you gave us the shout outs. The background should be of all of you and the mountains, not downtown. That's a great
I
suggestion.
did think about that
right?
myself.
Yeah.
That
So
we have a beautiful view out there.
we do have, this is one of the most beautiful campuses of all DHS hospitals. I think it's the number one. Most nice camp. I mean, we have hiking trails behind us. We have
Yeah,
horses
it's
on here.
amazing.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see social work and other staff walking around the campus. Our
Yeah,
lounge, it's
yeah.
And that's actually the
beautiful.
part that I enjoy the most when I drive over here, the view
Yeah.
of the mountains.
Yeah.
That's why we named the show The View. Right? But absolutely, we have a great team that you don't see back here, working the camera, working the teleprompter, an awesome team. They created all this. That's why you see from the progress from the first episode up to this episode, and it's just going to continue to improve. So huge shout out to the IT team running this. And yeah, we'll change that. That's fine. Maybe we'll do pictures. Maybe we'll have a contest. Submit some pictures that you think will be nice to display in the back. I mean, we're open to all ideas. This is your show. Great suggestion. And yeah, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, and tell your family. Right? If you're getting shouted out in this, it's an open link. Send it on, and we want to increase our views so that people understand the great work that we do here every day. So thank you. And it's also Women's History Month.
That's right.
I mean, think back into your experience, and there's always someone in your life. There's been a woman, I'm sure, in your life that has had a major impact. We all have moms, right? And mother figures, and they've had huge impacts. And it's no different here. We have a lot of women that contribute to the services and the great care that we have here at all of you. So I want to wish all the incredible women here at all of you a very happy Women's History Month. This month we celebrate your incredible contributions, the achievements, and the lasting impact you make every single day here at all of you. And we're going to celebrate this month, right, Stella?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about what we're doing here?
So in our upcoming episodes of The View, we will honor the women who inspire us with their dedication, passion, and hard work. If you know a woman who deserves recognition, it's not too late to nominate them using the feedback button. So let's continue to lift each other up and celebrate the extraordinary women of our workforce. Thank you for helping us celebrate.
Absolutely. We want to recognize the contributions. I'm surrounded by women today, incredible women that contribute to the work that we do, all of you. Behind the scenes, we have folks that have contributed to this as well. And you, all the work that you do and the contributions you've made to make All of You Medical Center one of the greatest places to work, one of the medical centers that provides the best care, and really that connection to our community, where our community feels safe with the care that we provide. So thank you very much. That brings us to the end. How was it, Hortensia?
It was actually a good experience. I
Yeah?
enjoyed it.
All
Yeah,
right,
I learned
so
a lot
good.
as well.
We're going to have you back. And Stella, you were a bit nervous starting, but now?
I'm not a YouTube star like you. I can only do what I can do.
No YouTube stars here. You guys are all YouTube stars now. But thank you for all the dedication. Thank you, Hortensia, for being here. Stella, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
I want to thank you all for the dedication and the hard work that you do every day. Keep up this incredible work. What you do every day makes a difference. Trust me, I know that firsthand. I'm sure our patients appreciate it and our community appreciates it. We look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Again, don't forget to watch this episode, tell your colleagues about it, let folks know that this is a great forum to hear what's happening in the medical center, some of the departments and the highlights that we do. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and we'll see you all in 2 weeks.